Everybody who live in the CDC now have been a parasite of the party, technically, not negatively, but they are a political parasite of the party. They benefited from the institution numerical strength. So they brought nothing to the party in terms of numbers. I can tell you that.
So the living got no barrier. It's not hurting you guys at all.
That's what I said. As a result of the theory of political parasite I've announced tonight, it doesn't hide the CDC. There were squatters on the CDC, so it doesn't hide the party. Okay, those who want to leave can leave. They're not taking nothing away. I'm telling you today in Thomas Farah's office, I have meeting with people today. They don't believe. Some of them refuse to go look with him. He knows that. He knows exactly what I'm saying. Okay, look, the CDC is different.
So the living means something. If you said no, then that's you calling them a parasite. You calling Thomas Farah a parasite. You calling Sir Joseph a parasite. Then let me further that what you said. Let's stick with Honorable Gray for a minute, right? As well, will come to you. I beg you, Gray.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. What do you make you calling those Trump lawmakers, senators, representatives, political parasite because they left the party?
I'm talking about calling poor creatures, so they call the poor parasite. So if I pay it there. So, but on a serious note,
now, on the issue of creature, every creature has a creator. So the CDC is the creator. And if Father is the creature that the CDC created, okay, you can't fight your creator. It's not possible to fight your creator. You can't fight the Almighty God, for example. How do you fight your creator? They were created by the CDC. These creatures were created.
So I will be bringing Sir Joseph on the show. He agreed to come on the show. I will call him and he will be speaking. He will listen to what you say, calling him a political parasite. So Sir Joseph is coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen, to address great concern. But to all of you out there, continue to share the show.
The concern?
Yeah, he's coming on. We always asking questions. He's coming on.
Will you allow me to respond?
Yeah, you will respond. You will respond when you come on. So that Richard said, welcome to the show, Senator Sir Joseph. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Staton, and good evening to everybody, all your panelists this evening. How you guys doing?
Well, I'm okay. I don't know about the other folks, man, but I'm trying to hear former Representative Akaris Gray calling you a political parasite, calling Thomas Farah a political parasite, that you guys have no weight. And if you want to leave, you can leave, and they celebrate you leaving CDC. I think you are following the show. What say you?
The first thing, thank you, Staton, and thanks to everybody. Thanks to the people of Liberia, most especially the people that are representing in Montserrat County. I want to say thanks to God for giving me the opportunity. My trip traveling around the world have been successful in the interest of our country and our county. First of all, I appreciate the statement he made, but I just want to ask one question. Whether to my friend and brother, Akaris Gray, whether I'm part of CDC or not.
Akaris, you want to answer
that question?
Okay, let me answer the question. I spoke in the context or starting as a question that you are forming a party and you're asking to confirm. That you are forming a political party and no member of CDC. So predicated upon that, it shows that you are now a member of CDC. If you can confirm what Santon said, whether he lying or whether he's saying the truth. If you answer that question, I will respond to you.
So let me say this to Akaris. Today is the 5th time you took up a decision. Remember the first time you said, remove Sir Joseph from the chat room, remove Sir Joseph from the CDC, he's a spy for Unity Party. You said the statement. And immediately, they put me off the chat rooms.
Oh, wow.
The next time again, after 2 months, other people asked me, oh, we want you to come back, and what have you. They put me back in the chat room. I did not say anything. Another time again, you Akaras Grace said, if Sir Joseph will be within the chat room or within CDC, you will leave. In other note, they removed me. Since then, I have not said a word. I want to say to you, I'm calling because you said two things. One, that George Weah made me. It's George Weah that brought me to permanent. Akaras Great. I work for Jefferson Baptist Missions as Director of Missions for Africa. Before former President Weah asked me to come and join you people to tap on what we have built. I have established 4 different schools in Liberia where former President Weah visited those institutions. I want to say this to you. A lot of things have happened, and I will speak to that when I come back to Liberia. For now, I'm on the mission, but I just want you to note that everything that you have said and others have said in the past, I have not said a word. To the point that my house was put on fire because I got more vote than George Weah.
Wow.
It involved my life. Today, I kept that within me. I never said to anybody. It was never my position for me to have gotten more vote than George Weah or me stopping him from winning election. No. I went around in Moserado County, other part of Liberia, knelt down to the people. And the people said, no. Who am I to change it? I can't. The people give reasons why they cannot vote. Do you know how much time and energy I took fighting or going to campaigning? Akaras Great, you are also aware that other president, we have 6 years in power as president. He did not talk to me for 4 years. Despite has played the role as chair on executive of the Liberian Senate. 6 years I was left vulnerable. I was going directly to the people. When they say campaign, it's not today on election day. But I want to say to you and to the people of Moserado County and the people of Liberia at large, I will speak to the press when I return back. The trip has been successful. The trip has been impactful to the people of Liberia. What my focus is, how do we help to bring change within our country? Too many things happening. We need to help our people to get jobs. We need to help to create jobs. We need our youthful populations are sitting there, no source of income. We are about to open a technical institution university, which we have gotten partners from, where students will go and learn trade. We're going to decentralize vocational and technical education in the country. My goal is to work with the Liberian people, with national government, to make sure that the right thing is done in making sure that our country benefit. Too many things happen. One of those, I met a Jewish foundation in New York who pledged to give support to Liberia, 100 million. And that man walked away from Liberia, and he said he walked away because when he came to Liberia to get that opportunity, he was asked to give 30 million as a bribe.
When was it? Recently?
No, in the previous administration.
Wow.
Stay on. When I got that information, I went, just by I'm a senator, in that meeting, I went down on my knees in New York, asking, how can you come back? We are sorry for what happened. Please come back. Today, I want to say thanks to God that he has agreed to come back to Liberia, to work with government, to come up with priorities and support the initiative. For now, it's not about election in Liberia. For now, it's about our people that are suffering. You get thousands of people going without food. How do we help to create jobs in the country? These are the issues we should be discussing now. How? How do we? Chesterton, let me say this. He have agreed. The Jewish Foundation have agreed to come to Liberia to establish their own bank, and they will give loan to businesses, and that loan will be 3% interest. I'm even going to give you his information so you can talk to him. For now, we are going around the world looking for opportunity for our country. When the issue of political system reaches, and we are political parasite, the time will tell. Thank you.
Sir Joseph, thank you very much for joining us. Again, I know you will join Spoon when you get back to Liberia. Have a good evening. Thank you. Honorable Gray, we're going to go straight to you. But before I do that, everybody, I'm shocked. I am. Listen, this in crew, they said talk, bring talk. I hope I can say it well. Something like that. Talk, bring talk. My man got to tell me how to say it in crew. You tell your own, the man tell your own. You hold the rope hold the bush. A lot of stuff happening. Gray kicks Sir Joseph out of the chat room. These are allegations on you, Honorable Gray. You kick Sir Joseph out of the chat room. They put him back. You say if he's in the chat room, you will not be in the chat room. For the second time, you'll kick him out because he's a spy for Unity Party. Sir Joseph is accusing seditions that because he had more vote than George Manawia in Moserado County, you set his house on fire. 6 years under George Manawia. George Manawia refused to speak to Sir Joseph for 4 years. He refused to call Sir Joseph's name, though he was chair on executive. Now this is the big one. The Jewish billionaire said, I will invest 100 million in Liberia. George Weah and his people say, let eat the first 30 million. Then you can come. Because the man said no, they never came in that country. These are huge allegations. These are huge allegations. Sir Joseph, the senator, just sent me the information for me to call the man. And I asked him in New York. I mean, you call him a political parasite. He said, I'm coming to talk. We'll give you the chance to respond. Then we'll go to see a comment. Go ahead, sir.
Please, let me remain uninterrupted, please. Because
you get your time. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the first thing is that he's talking about me calling a Unity Party spy. No, I did not call Sir Joseph a Unity Party spy. Sir Joseph told me in his vehicle that he was forming a political party in 2024 when the county meeting when Moserado played, that county meeting got defeated. We both were in his car going because we were supporting Moserado. I wasn't a lawmaker, but I drove with him. So I told him that's not possible. If you form your party, then what the need of you being with us? Okay, and I asked him a question, will you support President Weah in 2024 in one of the chat rooms? He could not answer the question. And you see, you can't walk in and walk show. You won't go, you go. You can't be pretending. So it's true that I said that Sir Joseph should not be in a particular chat room that we are discussing strategic strategies. He has demonstrated and he has admitted that he formed his own party and he's leaving. He said that. He's told me that also. So why you going in a strategic chat room? A very strategic chat room. Nobody, that'd be reasonable, gentlemen. All of you on the show, you're not going in the chat room. So, but I didn't call your Unity Party spy because I didn't know that you were joining Unity Party. All I knew he was forming his party. The next thing is that Sir Joseph is unfair. The man you said did not speak to you for many years, but you say you draw a Jewish man and you have for $30 million. That contradiction. You said, if you said it, I didn't listen to that part because I was on the phone. Did he say it for me?
Oh, he didn't say he took the man of Liberia. He said the man came to Liberia to invest $100 million and the government requested $30 million. But he was not the one that brought the man.
Okay, just hold on. You see, sir, it's unfair. Sir, in the future, sir could be prosecuted. I will tell you why. You know, you want to talk. So I then brought a company and took $1 million United States dollars from the company to take Buchanan Port. So I took physical cash of $1 million United States dollars. That's why he paid that place with. And we gone down the agreement. I was saying, wait. The guy has a Bulgarian link with an American link. The lawyer for that company, the lawyer for the company is Tony Blair West. The lawyer for the company, they're supposed to take over the port of Buchanan, the Bulgarian guy. The guy frustratingly left this country and accused Joseph of taking $1 million United States dollars. And the money
but I guess $1 million or 100 million, because you're saying two things. What's the number?
I said $1 million. I'm not talking about 100 million. I'm talking about Bulgarian investor.
Yeah, I'm saying the number right now. How much did it take?
Hold on, let me finish. Yo, don't ready yet. Relax yourself.
No, but you're giving two different numbers here. I want you to be exact.
Hold on, I said $1 million United States dollars.
Okay.
I didn't say 100 million. No, I said $1 million United States dollars. So I can't look in my face. I'm one of those who saw the concession cannot hold. The agreement was sent to us, but we gunned it down. I wanted to get Sir Joseph frustrated because he goes out there extorting money from people under the canopy that he's running and controlling the government. Sir Joseph is a former BM. Maybe you don't know what you were doing before. Can you wait, please. Ask Sir Joseph who has screen graduated from what college he went to. And Sir won't talk. He really won't talk. So I was doing the things I was doing when I got to know later on. I went to Sir and brought him to run on CDC ticket against the late Tashiki in the primaries. As Secretary General of the CDC in 2011 and signed his document, I recruited Sir to run on the ticket of the CDC when you're affiliating with us here in Muna Penal Late. That's stop that. The next thing here is that how can you be chairman on executive? The chairman on executive should walk in the bedroom of the president. The chairman on executive. How can you be chairman on executive of a political institution in 4 years? You're not interacting with the president at all, but you still maintain the position that the service to the country, the service to the county, and the service to yourself is an inherent contradiction. That's not possible. I was the chairman of Citizen Legislative Caucus. That series of meetings we had with the president. So I talk about, say, they sent to go burn a horse. It's unfortunate. Once our horse was on fire that night, President Weah was so concerned. Seditions were called from the headquarters. They ran in to bust the place. You know what the carry side of slave? The player you can say in bail for the non-condominium that West Side was living here in family. Where President we are talking, there's a disservice, gentlemen. The West Side was living when he got born. The ointment he used, President we are calling to the party headquarters in Kinder and receive it. This level of ingratitude has to stop in our country body politics.
So we're gonna hold you there, and you'll get Sir a chance to. We gotta get Sir a chance to respond to your allegation.
You will come back, relax. I'm ready yet. Hold on. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, just 1 minute, Akaris. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spoon Talk. We are doing this segment because, again, I have the Honorable Senator Sir Joseph on the phone. After Akaris Grace, Sir Joseph will have to respond to those allegations. Again, thank you for following Spoon, and let's just share the show because it's important. Honorable Grace, finish up, sir.
No, stand on, please. I beg you, don't put Sir in rush, because when you talk, I have to clear the airway. I have to be very clear because it borders on our integrity. The level of ingratitude, that cry you saw Sir talk about, I want more numbers. Let's be real. I wanted to conclude on that. It depends on the number of voters that went to the election. What was your percentage? That was the 61%. Now, one of the highest, 61%, the percentage that the tenor of the people in election, in a by-election, made 61%. Josh Weah in a Mayton election won 78% in Monserrado County. Sir Joseph, highest number in the 2 elections, always in the 15, won 58%. With all the numbers in talking about, Senator Joseph think that the United Party people voted for him because they wanted him to be president, or the CDC people went and voted for him, they voted for him because they wanted him to be president. Or I saw a tape that one made me to make that analysis of the percentages of election results and the turn up in by-election. Only 20% in 2014 senatorial election that turned up in Montserrat County because of the Ebola situation. 20% of the total number of voters. Go to Nike, you will see the percentage. I did that because I said I got more votes than Joseph Boyka. I even recording I saw on Facebook in America when he got 500.
Well, thank you, Honorable Greg. That's for you. Honorable Greg, we'll come back to you.
Yeah, give me less than 30 seconds. You know, give me less than 30 seconds.
Go ahead, 30 seconds.
Why little start swearing in a little portfolio or nothingness? Why is it really swearing over? You contradicted yourself. There's a portfolio of nothingness you are swearing in. But when you come to Liberia, the debate will ensue. We are on the front line ready for battles. We don't shy away.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We have the Senator Sir Joseph on the line for the second time, and we can assure you that Sir Joseph will be live on Spoon next week. But next week, Wednesday, we have the chairman of the PAP, the newly established party. When the certificate then, he will be here. Sir Joseph will follow thereafter. The Honorable Senator Sir Joseph, it's all yours, sir.
Thank you, Stato. Grace said you should ask me which of the high school I graduated from. So I'm here. Let me answer it. I graduated from Peninsula Secondary School in Sierra Leone, sponsored by the United Nations, and I serve as student leader in the Republic of Sierra Leone, sponsored by Librarian students, sponsored by the United Nations. The next thing he said, which of the institution I went to APAM in Sierra Leone, also sponsored by the United Nations. He also said that I extracted $1 million from a Bulgarian company.
Yeah.
The information is false and is misleading. You see, those former government officials, they know what they did to destroy this country. This Bulgarian group, it was not me that brought those people. They were brought in by a judge from the Temple of Justice. They contacted.
No, you gotta give me a chance. If you want to ask questions, we'll bring you in. Let me finish.
They contacted Chairman Molu and told Chairman Molu, look, we have this investment. We want you people to please get involved to help so that the government can do it. I was able to, Chairman Molu contacted me, and then the people went, they brought in the concession after the ministerial council finished. President Weah signed the concession and brought in the concession, sent the concession to the Liberian Senate. The Senate passed on the concession and sent it to the House of Representatives. While the concession was at the House of Representatives, they stated that there's a need for the concession company from Bulgaria to give them 10 million. While the concession was at the House of Representatives, but then we finished passing it, the Senate have passed on it. So they should give them 10 million United States dollars. The people said, no, we are investing 577 million to build the Buchanan Port, to build a tank farm, and what have you. Because of that, they refused to do it. That's how they kept that concession, and they said a company was giving them $10 million. If you hear about HPS giving them $10 million or $7 million, it was that period that they took money from HPS. All Chenemolu, all that lawyer that judge was concerned about is about creating jobs in the country. They were never concerned about creating jobs in the country. As the ministerial council, as we speak, they have the concession. Nothing, nobody gave me a single cent. It was not even me brought the people. Call Chairman Molu now. You understand? Call Chairman Molu. He was contacted to make sure that this opportunity comes to the people of Liberia. Because of that, you will not believe it, what they did to Moruba Molu. Moruba Molu today. One of the reasons he leaving CDC, they recorded Molu. They pay somebody to kill Moluba Molu.
Wow.
They recorded Moluba Molu. They drugs Moluba Molu food and recorded Moluba Molu butt naked. Because of that, because Molu was not happy for this kind of opportunity that lost in the country, that could have created thousands of jobs. In fact, 6,000 jobs was to be created in Grand Bassa County. The lubricant factory, the tank farm, and the Bikina port. The people, in fact, the owner of that company is the brother of the president of Bulgaria. That's what happened. So if you think that nobody gave me money, it was not me that brought the people. I was only part of it because I feel it could create job for our citizens.
A lot of the country, Honorable Sir Joseph, the country is on a standstill listening right now to all all these different revelations. And wow, I listen. I know you will come back in studio. I don't want to ask you any question. But I will just give you the chance when you come in studio, we're ready to talk, like you promised to join us next week.
No, I told you. He said that I'm a BM. BM? No, I'm Karas. I'm not a BM. I work. Ask my friends around the world. This is why I travel all around the world. I'm not a BM. I'm not a day taking anybody money. I'm connected to Jefferson Baptist Mission. I was a refugee when I was recruited as director of mission for Africa. Up to this day, I'm working for them. So I'm not a BM.
So is the accusation that they burn your house? Is that CDC that burn your house? Because your life, we were live. You were in the house. They were breaking windows.
Satan, he said there was sedition that went from the party headquarters to go break window. He lied. That's not even truth. Satan. It was masterminded and it was a plan. And they sent petrol bomb. As the neighbors in the place there, they asked me if I was selling gas. Staton? Only because they said the man lost vote and I the one making to lose votes. How? How can a political party spend 150 million and you lost election?
Wow.
How? How? In Mozzarella County, I could not even afford to print my t-shirts. But I was elected. It was not about what you give to the people. It was about basically the issues, the engagement. 150 million lost election.
So also for the record now, are you on sedition? Are you still on sedition?
Stay on. With all that have happened, do you expect me to be around there? He said, President Weah gave me a place to stay. He gave me keys. I refused to go there.
Why?
No, I could not trust the system they gave.
You couldn't trust the president gave the place that he gave you?
I could not. And to prove it, we were at a meeting at the party headquarters with the caucus, and then there was this discussion, and then I said, no, this is wrong. This should be done the right way. Automatically, he said to me, oh, your house got burned. I gave you a place to stay. I said, no. The key you gave me, I have the keys here. I turned the place over, the keys over. I could not go to stay there.
Why you couldn't trust the former president? Why you couldn't trust him?
How can they throw a petrol bomb on my house? Second, let me just tell you something. The police reported the issue to my office. I told the police to waive the case.
Are you saying that CDC tried to kill you?
Second, I told the police to waive the case.
Are you saying that CDC tried to kill you?
Second, today, some of the leaders there, if they want, what they don't want to hear is that Joseph is no longer living.
Wow.
Do you know that since the pronouncement of this institution, the People Action Party, do you know that tons of calls have been coming threatening me? Of course.
Those that voted for you, Senator, are they Jowiah voters or are they Sir Joseph May sympathizer and voter? That's the argument.
Stater, the people of Montserrat County voted for me based on my commitment and my ability to serve them, to exercise my 3 cardinal responsibility. That's how I was elected, and that's how I was overwhelmingly elected, got 375,000. Because I understand that the people are hungry. I understand that they are going to food during that period. People were struggling. Every day I was there showing up to engage them. The little I have, I was always taking to them to help them. Of course. That's what I was doing. I will engage my friends. In fact, the CDC leadership knows of my work. Everything I have done. The video you see there, Stater, it was my friends in the US that asked me, sir, what can we do for you? I said, well, I want to support the women. They sent me money. I was able to build 8 markets. Stater, after the construction of the 8 market in 2017, that's how I called George Weah to come for that opening of those markets. The market you see there is the New Georgia the market in New Georgia Estate in District Number 13 when I was representative. If you listen to the statement there, I said the money that was given to me to build those 8 markets is George Weah, only for him to be elected.
The Honorable,
but listen to the video.
Yeah, we'll play again. The Honorable Sir Joseph, you care to take questions from Dr. Richardson and the other folks?
It will be unfair if I don't respond.
We will respond. No, but it will be also unfair if the folks on the show don't ask Sir Joseph a question. You in studio, we'll give you enough time and we'll ask you a question on this allegation.
Okay.
Dr.
Richardson, first of all, on many occasions, and one specific occasion I would like to reflect on is when I went to the house in rehab, and the securities said that I should wait, they were going to call. And they make a call, and they receive, unfortunately for the security, the radio was on loud. And he received a call that no, he cannot come. But I pretended as if I did not hear that what was said. And then the security was thinking how to approach me, because being a sitting senator, holding the position on chair executive, he came to meet with the president. Or how will he deliver that message? I hold on, and more than 30 minutes I was in my car waiting. The community people in rehab got vexed, those that selling. Why our senator will come visit to the president and then you allow him to be standing outside waiting? That was reason there was noise. The people were getting angry and getting vexed. I had to pull away my vehicle because the thing was getting serious. The people say I must enter. The people versus the security. These are just instances. Since the election 2020, all of the senators that went for the election, CDC senators, when they lost the election, I told them, okay. In fact, they talked to me and they said, Senator, you the chair and executive, we have lost the election. We did not get support. So we want you to take us to the president so we can meet him. Dr. Richardson, it was so a shame for me to have looked at those senators and say, gentlemen, let me tell you the truth. I don't have access. My colleagues cry with tears in their faces. I get my colleagues that you can call them. cry and say, hey, Senator, you destroy us. Why is it that you always make us to feel that everything was okay? I said, gentlemen, we can't go there. They said, no, let's go. We make a 10. It was not possible. Since 2020, do you expect those guys that lost election 2020? Don't you think each of them have one person in the house that have a vote? They went for election. These guys ran
Start on. We can't just how they call it. You're not being fair.
Because the same situation I faced a while ago. So these are issues and many more that impacted it negatively.
Not a guess.
Yes, I spent going into towns and villages in Mozzarella County. They never saw any, even the technical college that I was building in New Jersey estates. The technical college started at the same time President Weah was building those apartments on the road there. To even call me to say here is one bag of cement, a technical institution that will benefit the entire country or all of the youthful population, it never happened. You understand? It never happened. I keep struggling until where we are today. Then somebody calling me a BM.
The Honorable Sir Joseph.
Resources and broad resources.
Thank you.
It's true. Tama, listen to me. Everything I'm telling you here, I'm not angry. I'm only speaking those things us because as a country, we need to take up a new step. We need to. Our country and our people are dying. Look, the best man in India, Adani, that spent 500 million on his son's birthday party, was connected to this government, the previous administration. The man wanted to bring project into Liberia. They told the man that before he bring any project, they must pay certain amount of money. The delegation that was set to go meet the man in China, when the man met the delegation, the man gave them his private jet to go and go walk the ball around. When they came back, they demanded money. Because of that, Adano, the man walked away from Liberia. You know how many persons are walking away from Liberia because of resources that people have demanded in the past that killed our people? We're talking about job creations. Who tell you that people don't want to come to Liberia to create companies, to build, to create jobs for the citizens? We either say those things, turn the new page, and move ahead as a country. Our people are suffering. I have an opportunity. Even if I leave the legislature, do you know that I can come to the US and work with Jefferson Baptist Mission? They're going to pay me. They're going to pay me. I can get a job for them. But people have done things that have destroyed our country. Therefore, we need to find way to find solution to those things. Of course, I'm not angry. I'm not destroying anything. I'm just saying there are things that people are talking about. When people get on international table talking about investment in Africa, when it comes to Liberia, they classify Liberia as the more corrupt country. No investment want to come. I was in China for 1 month. I visited China. I met a Chinese billionaire. When I spoke to him, you know what he told me? He said, you are the first African that came to me and never asked for assistance for himself. Therefore, I will come to Liberia to invest. As we speak now, his first delegation is in Liberia. While I'm not there, they are doing the assessment on things that they can do. They just visited the economic zone, or the office, and they visited the economic zone. That's the issues we're talking about. We need to get people who can bear the face and go around and talk to investors to come. That's what we need to do. What is this? What happened to our brothers and sisters 10 years from now, look at the youthful population. The only source of income is to drive motorbike. It's only to drive motorbike.
So Honorable Sir Joseph, because I know you got a lot to say, but again, I'm ready. We got to squeeze in the rest of the team.
Just one question.
On the 5 thing, Sir Joseph, let allow them. Let me go to Acid though real quick. Acid, please.
The money I took to rehabilitate the youth center in Bento, I even fixed the road for us to how they call it, do rehabilitation for our youthful population. Today it's a shame to see those young people like that. I say the issue is, after all of that effort, you know about it. I was called upon that because I'm just getting involved into everything happening here and there. They should make sure that I don't have that project being implemented. And they asked me that I know World Health Organization or WFP said, WHO said they can't work with politicians after I spent 80 million to help to renovate the rehabilitation center. I walked away from that place, I said, with tears in our eyes. Some of the reason we lost the election is one of those.
Wow.
I'm saying those things now because I felt that one, I've been pushed to the wall, or somebody that have interest in the country making effort and other people take him to be something else. I never visited President Joseph Boakai house. Despite we're from the same country originally, despite we speak the same dialect, despite we're from the same region, Tingia, I never visited him, but classifying me to be a spy of Unity Party. As any member of Unity Party, whether they have ever seen me around there. To the point that you're telling me that I'm a parasite to CDC, I'm a BM? No. Everything that I've been doing, we've been saying those things, my brother. We've been discussing those things, that this is wrong. This thing should be said. This one should be right. This is wrong. I've been saying those things. Of course. Why you think I was not closer to the power that be? If I tell you that I was not closer to the power that be, you will never believe it, because I was holding the position of chairman executive. But I kept silent and said, look, a change could come so that we can all work together. If I even don't say it, these things will come out. Look, Kennedy, go and sit down go to Dubai, go to Europe, go to other countries. Keep investment in Liberia. Liberians have destroyed Liberia, brother. And the poor people are sitting there struggling. We need to say those things so that people can stop. Not only government officials, to the point, even other people who are not government officials are doing it. We need to say those things so that people can stop, so that we can help to create jobs for our citizens. Of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was difficult for me to have gone against the party. And I remained calm. At one point in time, I was even thinking about not even running, to walk away. At one point in time. But again, I remember on one occasion, during the campaign period, when they started the campaign, there was a message saying that Sir Joseph should not come around the standard bearer. I went to look in town. When he arrived, immediately the security arrived, they pushed me away. When we went to the hall, they said, no, he should not sit up there, let him come down. I said, no problem. But when he went to district number 17, everybody was seated. When I walked in, the entire citizens of the district that was sitting in the hall started shouting, Sir Joseph, Ebola hero. Because of that, that's how they called me and said that, okay, come and sit at the put a seat right here. Near him to go and sit down. My way of campaign was not to pretend. Many guys were just around the president pretending. After the election 2023, when we lost lack of the seats to the election 2020 election, out of the senatorial election to 2023, not a single meeting was called to discuss what happened, what went wrong, how can we make changes? Nothing. Did you even hear my name as member of the campaign team? As Senator of Montserrado County? Check member of the campaign team. All of my name was there. Why Sir Joseph's name was not there as member of the campaign team? Not even a campaign official, but just member.
Wow.
Again, you will just find out when I was member of the campaign team. Why I was not named as member of the campaign team? I was never a member. I was never closer, because those that can go there so you can say, oh, Mr. President, you didn't win the election. No. I was carrying direct message, because when I go there with flyers, the people say, if your picture, we will take it. With George Weah picture, we don't want it.
Wow. So let me ask the last question. Again, thank you for joining us. Impromptu, by the way. We'll just, I know we have it in studio, but one of our regular followers, this is his question. Please ask Senator Sir Joseph this question, Stanton. Do you think George Weah's second term will make any difference or worse? And should the opposition rally beyond George Manuel Weah for a comeback or look forward toward a third choice? Sir Joseph, can you answer, please, Senator?
Stanton, it's a difficult question to answer. If you will ask me, one of the officials of George Weah, close ally, minister within his administration, you know what he told me?
No, sir.
Never you allow George Weah to come to the presidency, around the presidency. That's what he told me. I will not call that name for now. Hold on.
Wow.
Never.
What's his reason?
He did not tell me anything. He did not go further. He said, never you try it. Because to the point that our country have gone, if he come closer, it will be a disaster. That bro is doomed. That the war he knew is doomed. Let me tell you something, Senator. I'm not saying this because I hate former President Weah. We have a very good relationship. But the reality is about the country at this time. To say, look, this is wrong. This is right. We need to change. Other countries are moving forward. 1990, when we arrived in Sierra Leone, there was no electricity. Why Sierra Leone economy is getting better than ours? We need to think. We need to create jobs for our citizens. Look at look at the youthful population. Why are we? There's no way this country economy will move forward if there's no job being created. No job, a job have to be created. Now, we also have to speak truth to power to this administration and say to them, look, Mr. President, do not give the real to any company. Give it to Liberians. Liberians can run this, Liberians can do it. Let's make Liberian millionaires. How can a company write and says $5 billion they will invest in Liberia, but then after 1 or 2 years, they wrote a letter and requesting that instead of $5 billion is $1.8 billion. Are we asking ourselves question?
The Honorable Sir Joseph, we're going to leave it there because we want you to come back next week. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I come in so I can go up because I must say I have a lot of engagement to go to. I'm supposed to be flying to Utah tonight. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Sit down.
Why are you flying to Utah when you go to town?
Tonight he can meet you. Go ahead, sir.
There's no reason why did we give CTN to somebody from Sierra Leone who came to Liberia, registered his company automatically. Today he's a millionaire. CTN. Metex is a company that was in Dubai doing equipment, medical equipment. Now today they have multi-billion of millionaire in Metex. Why we allowing it? Why can't we get CTN to somebody?
Again, Honorable Sir Joseph, you got a lot to say. We will have you once you appear in studio next week. We say thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. The senior senator of Montserrado County, Senator Sir Joseph. Thank you as always, sir. And I look forward to seeing you when I see you. Thank you.
You don't. Thank you so much.
Don't say nothing else.
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the people of Montserrat and people of Liberia. I'm speaking those things because enough is enough.
Yes, sir.
We should now think about our country. We should start helping our people. We want to see jobs created. We need to, people that have done wrong need to repent for those things. We need to bring back those people that left our country that say negative things about us around the world. That's my frustration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you. Bye-bye. Honorable Gray, it's all yours, sir.
Thank you very much, Sadam. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And Sir just exposed himself. The next point here is that, Stano, Sir, the senator, senior senator of Montserrado County, Meta came to Liberia, CTN came to Liberia. You don't need CDC or the executive to summon them. You don't need the executive branch of government as a senator, and especially chairman on the executive. You can ask the secretary of the Senate to write a communication and they will appear before you. But on public record, size on no public record for 6 years under the CDC-led administration to flag this issue. There's the hypocrisy. This is the deception. And you want to mislead the people? You want to lie to the people? You say CDC wanted to kill mobile model and you see Akara's grade. Arm in arm, parading with mobile model, you say 1K. The protest recently, you also saw it, Stanton, you talk to me about it. Arm in arm, you say Akara and 1K mobile model. What kind of argument is that? Everything start talking about him publicly. Gentlemen, he came to the legislature before you started hearing about Sir Joseph owning school. He came to the legislature before you heard Sir Joseph get 20 over 20 trucks with on a Western cluster, sporting bombing highway, bringing iron ore to Monrovia. Yes, that at the legislature. The Liberian people are not stupid. You're not going to mislead them, sir. Sir, you said the Senate passed the agreement. It's not that 100 million you're talking about with the Jewish people. You said the executive wrote the legislature and submitted the agreement for the you people listening well. The agreement was say I have to go down. Now he took $1 million out of phone. A separate conversation. He said the executive. How can the executive ask people for money? Because he accused the executive, even accused the legislature at a point in time, but someone asked him and someone saw that. And he was a member of the House of Representatives by then before becoming a senator. He flew to Bulgaria. Sir Joseph, I was in Belgium when they flew and asked Yinabo help them with the visa. I was in Belgium. When he flew to Bulgaria, Sir Joseph answered different person. Me, I don't allow people. Sir took $1 million from the guy. All the guys thought that the agreement was passed and everything. What the U.S. embassy, if you don't know today, ask Dr. Buffer Chimo, the complaint Sir Joseph to the House of Representatives. The ambassador, the U.S. ambassador complained Sir Joseph. Yes. To the House, the investigator, the House of Representatives to the speaker office, like chairman was there, he complains Sir Joseph. When I say Sir, that being your listening, that boy can tell BB talk, Sir, I work together for over 20 years, almost 20 years. Once I finish talking about meeting this billionaire, this millionaire, just that, he had all that one. So you have all the billionaire, the millionaire, they agree, Joe, we are wicked, but you serve on Ellen for 6 years. You brought in 6 years on Ellen. Forget about Joe, we are. You brought some to the country. Those are big talks. To say CDC won't kill you. That's why I said, sir, you came to CDC with nothing, and you're living with nothing. You're a political parasite. And when I say you BM, that means you black money boy. Let me prove some points. So I went and lobbied for some use of ambulance to bring to Liberia during the Ebola time. So I sold over 8 of those ambulances to Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun in return, the donated ambulances, Jeremiah Kun in return sold those ambulances to the government of Liberia because the government didn't have ambulances. The government of the Republic of Liberia put the money in a budget to pay for those ambulances. Yes. Over 200,000 United States dollars. So I went to Rob, so I went to, he got donated, when I got the donated thing, so I come to Liberia and make business all of it. How you put the buses on the road. You remember that was, they don't flag the issue one time. Now you send it up for Monserrato County, you couldn't fight for MTA, but you're fighting for yourself. We got, look, the level of insincerity in Liberia is so high. That level of ingratitude with all the power you have, senior senator of the county. 4 years to 6 years, you saw all the worst thing about the government. Yet you ran on the ticket and stood up. The first campaign, you see how I can lie? Now in District 8, slave fee. President Wuya walked with me aside from Raleigh Market to slave fee. Go to that video, Santa, I think Spoon got it. And left the hands up. In 2018, I will send you documentary evidence how President Wuya lifted his hands and said, I want Sir to be senator. I'm picking here, Gray. Let's run, don't run. Sir Joseph was sitting there in the meeting and he said, Gray, I beg you, let's run. I'm picking here. You in the horse, I mean, we need a stronger person in the horse like you. Let's go. That's our showing ingratitude today. To say that they wanted to kill him, and they want Modu is a very good friend. I will tell you, Modu would never say that. I can put my neck on the chopping board. Modu would never say. In conclusion, no wait. In conclusion, so I said a lot of things. Stanton, let's be real. It borders on a party integrity. Seriously, with all of this barrage of allegation of $10 million, the executive wants to take, of this $1 million, the legislature want to take. These are grave allegations. What did he do? That's the question Paul asking. So I was not like Akaras go will stand up and say, we need a reshuffle in the government. We put ourselves on public records.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thanks to the Honorable Representative Akaras Mose Gray.
Sat down, benefited from the CDC, used the CDC in 2023 to become senator for 18 years in Liberia plus. Okay? At the end of the day, you running away, then you say, Joseph Boga Basai, you told me that Boga could kill you. It's not strange for you to tell about people wanting to kill you. You told President Boga wanted to kill you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Akaras Gray. Sir Joseph also alleged that CDC drugs Moba Bolu, the party chairman, and video recorded him butt naked. I mean, this thing is making my body to tremble. Look at the goosebump coming on my skin. I'm serious. Look at the goosebump. Look at my hair. My hair is rising. My skin begin to tremble. The drugs.
My hair hurting. My hair hurting, Stanton.
And they recorded him butt naked.
And wanted to kill him.
And Akaras Gray said, Sir Joseph, that's spy, you're kicking him out of the chat room.
I told you what I said. Why you gonna say what I said?
No. I beg you. I'm talking about Sir Joseph. I beg you, Chief. Sir Joseph Aspire, you're kicking him out of the chat room. My fellow Liberians, you decide. You be the judge. You help us understand what kind of country are we in. May God save our state. And that's my closing. I'm done. I'm just done. Then let's hear from Honorable Gray.
Thank you very much. And like I read for the place it, that the citizen missile, so they make himself. So departure to form a political institution is even more damaging to the quote-unquote popularity he thinks about, because he's not going to take anything away from the CDC. In fact, when he accused an entire political institution of wanting to kill him, he imposed himself in a position where the partisans can never support him, because he had accused everyone of wanting to kill him. When he said the Bulgarian deal, there were $10 million that the executive wanted. How can the executive send an agreement? Okay, the Senate acted on it. The House of Representatives look at it. The first thing is that even if you brought a deal to this government, it comes in conflict with an existing contract when it comes to the Dicano Port. So because the agreement comes into conflict with an existing contract, the House of Representatives, as member on the Committee on Investment, we could not have passed that agreement because it would be duplication. So even if you brought that company today to the government cannot pass such an agreement where they have absolute control of the Bicano Port, the railway, all of those things. They cannot have control of that. That's the fight. Even this government will not pass such an agreement. So for someone who went and lobbied for the people and took $1 million United States dollars from them and ate it, he got exasperated because he had committed himself that the deal was going to pass. It was not the executive, it was the House of Representatives that said, no, we cannot proceed with it because it comes in conflict with an existing contract. For you to be chairman, that's what we talk about moral standing. When you feel, look, when you reach to a point where people silence you, they want to kill you, they want to destroy you. What the essence of holding the job? As chairman on executive, what the essence of holding the job? Come on. We wrote out about politics say as far back as 2020, we are campaigning. And for Sarah to even say in our campaign that President we are getting the money to build the place, it means a liar if you say that President we are not getting the money, but you have to lie. That means every word coming from Sam Mob that lies. Every word coming from him mother means that he lied to the public. But the CDC is not perturbed, will mean imperturbable. As a political institution, SAR is not taking anything away from the CDC. He only taking himself away from the CDC. The argument that you got 300 and some 1,000 votes, that video I saw, you got more votes than Joseph Boyka. You were talking to people that gave $500 away in America. You got more votes than President Weah. Yes, you got more votes because some United Party people felt comfortable voting for you, and sedition like people like us felt comfortable voting for you as a senator. Okay, so that does not that cannot be translated. Look at SAR talking about we got to redeem the country. I'm concerned about the welfare of the Liberian people. SAR, all of the wealth you got that you're parading publicly, the concession company you get, the contracts you're getting from government to your company, yes, they get contracts. It's an open secret. I'm not hearing anything. Okay? Once I took the $1 million from the company, I started paying the school. That open secret. Okay? I started paying at university. So all of these things that you're talking about, you're making barrage of allegations, sir, you are not the best witness. Because you were an integral part of this government. You said nothing about the government. Even forming a political party discredit your standing. It means that you are not truthful. I hope when you return to Liberia, sir, I will go to you. I will shake your hands. We're friends. But we're not set, sir, to allow sir to spew gibberish. And comes and contradict himself on $10 million. He comes to contradict himself on $30 million. You say, CDC, you were the campaign manager for Monserrado County in 2023. Not only that, you were the campaign manager in 2020 for Tomon Fala. You have all the campaign money station opposite the place not far from President Sirleaf's place, that where you were living. You mismanaged the funds. And up to today's day, there's no report. As campaign manager for Montserrado County, Thomas Fala campaign. As campaign manager for Montserrado County in 2020, sir, you are yet to make a financial report of the money given to you that you signed for. The records we have, sir, is yet to report. He ate the money. He spent the money on himself. He ran around. So how can this guy, look, that fits the intellectual depths of wisdom. How can you be the credible with this? When you even lie, you say, I lie, that President Weah gave me money to build a place, but our people gave me the money. How can you lie? So when did you get this leverage to build places, to bring buses to Liberia, to build schools? It's because you became senator of the Republic of Liberia and giving you that leverage. It's because President Weah had your hand and brought you to us in a primary of 2011. And we'll put you on the ticket against Tashiki, and you won, we made you to win. In 2018, again, he asked that Sir Joseph should run. He fought for Sir Joseph. When the disaster occurs, seditions moved from the party headquarters to go to your place. If you knew that they wanted to kill, why you want to go to the party headquarters to go get ointment for the burn on your skin? Sir, why you want to go do that? And you use the ointment from the man who he said won't kill you, put it all on your skin and rub yourself that day, right in my presence. Amen, sir. Even if you want to live with credibility, live with standing, the CDC will never die. Sir, is the list of the greatest men who have numbers in the CDC. The founding chairman, one of the founding chairman of the CDC, Madonna went on the left the CDC, we did not crumble. Horatio Guwu became chairman, also founding chairman of the CDC, left the CDC did not crumble. Winston Tubman, you know how powerful Winston Tubman, who won Bon County, for example, in an election in 2005, he left the CDC did not crumble. The fantasy of a political parasite and a being living in a state of nothingness and swelling in his little portfolio that you can win election in this country. Sir, what did you tell me in closing? Sir, that fateful day when we were in the car, you told me, you said, Gray and Jeremiah Kun who can become vice president, must get popularity, I can form a party and run under somebody as vice president. A CDC won't care being a vice president. That's why you told me in the car that day. And definitely, sir, how can you be in a chat room, you form your party, you get all of this malice in your mind? All of the malice in your mind, and you say we should keep you in a strategic chat room. Imagine that. Only the stupid man politically will allow you, sir, to be in that chat room. But again, we wish you well. Your right to associate, your right to disassociate. The CDC lives on 2029. Victory is setting for the mighty coalition, Congress for Democratic Change. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Akarishke. It's always good having you, man. It was a good thing from your end to respond effectively. But given the time to Sir Joseph, too, we want to appreciate your maturity on this level, and you didn't interrupt. Thank you very much. A lot. I do applaud you for that. Tomorrow will be so powerful because again, more revelation coming up. Wow. Stand. More about what we're going to say. Look at what Sir Joseph said. They drugs him. What is saying about drugs on CDC? They drugs Moba Manu. I'm going to reach out to Moba Manu. They get a man drugs. The man was walking like a zombie. Moba Manu was butt naked. They recorded him. Can you imagine? And they told him that if you say fine, we get a naked picture and a naked video. Moba Manu must respond. Moba Manu have to respond. I mean, for a bit, man, I'm confused. You dropped your own party chairman? If these allegations are accurate, then we are in trouble. You dropped your own party chairman, and then you use it to blackmail him? You know, the Bulgari whole transaction, I didn't know I had the information a long time. It's in my phone. And Moba Manu must speak to this transaction. It was true that the people wanted to come to the country. It was true. Well, Mama, you know, that was a story circulating out there. Certain individual that kick Mobile out of it because they wanted their own girl here and there. We know the story. Somebody just
More coming off.
Stanton, can I ask you a question? Somebody just
I beg you, let me do my closing. I didn't ask you a question when you're doing closing. No, I beg you. So imagine this, right?
I don't ask you a question anytime you're ready, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. Huge allegation. And Sir Joseph is not staying away. Sir Joseph says, Stanton, call me. I'm traveling to Utah, but I want to come on Spoon Talk and say the thing. Come and say, we talk, bring talk. Sir Joseph have put CDC on the defensive. CDC is 424 or 423 defending. Sir Joseph have put CDC on the defensive. Can you imagine? 100 million? Now, I asked Sir Joseph, I said, actually, who asked for the 30 million kickback? He told me. Then he sent me the Jewish man information. He said, Stanton, call the man. So I will do a conference call. Now I alone will call this man. I want everybody to be part of this and I call this man. You understand what you're calling? The man will say, I will try to invite the man here on Spoon. But a businessman, maybe you don't want to be in the fries. Can you imagine? What is going on in our country? A lot of things were said today, folks. You decide. You talk about it. I want to say you have a good night. No, I'm not answering your question. I don't know you. The show over. Mama, thank you.
It's been a good show.
Can you come on? Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Tamba. Thank you, brother Acedo. We'll see you tomorrow. Acedo will see you tomorrow. Thank you. You have a good night. I'm thinking no special for this guy. I'm going to be here. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to be here with my sister, Lorena. Lorena, let us pray. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful show, powerful show. I enjoy it because you know what? I like the fries, or French fries, or potato fries, or political fries. I just like the fries, Lorena. I like to eat it with ketchup when it is hot and juicy. And that's what we gave the Liberian people today. Good entertainment, good news. I want to say to all of you, you don't expect Spoon Talk to be lazy. We entertain you. And we gave you the news. So to all of you, go back and listen again and again, and then ask yourself a question: will Joey come back? Will CDC come back? I look at my muscle, and my whole skin, my hair was growing. When Sir Joseph was talking, the small hair on my skin it was just growing, getting cold. I said, man, they destroyed the country. Our country was on the free fall. Where are the just? Where are the righteous? Where are those that are trying to prepare themselves for the